Imagine reaching your 70s with a mind as bright as ever. Too many people assume cognitive decline is inevitable. Yet research shows we have more control than we think. Dementia affects roughly 50 million people worldwide and is the leading cause of disability in older adults. But science also tells us that simple lifestyle habits can dramatically delay or prevent it. In this video, you'll discover 5 science-backed habits to keep your brain strong. These aren't mere opinions. They're based on rigorous studies from Harvard, McGill University, and other top institutions. We'll also share personal stories and practical steps so you can start today. Stay with us. By the end of this video, you'll learn the simple habits that keep your brain younger for years to come. Also, tell us your age and location in the comments. Your stories keep this community growing. 1. Move your body. Walking and beyond. First, let's talk about movement. Your brain thrives on oxygen, blood flow, and the growth factors released when you move. Researchers at Harvard and Mass General Brigham studied older adults and found something remarkable. Walking just 3,000 to 5,000 steps per day delayed cognitive decline by 3 years. Increase it to 5,000 to 7,500 steps, and you could delay decline by 7 years. Dr. Ying Yao, who led the study, said it shows even modest physical activity can slow the buildup of tau proteins associated with Alzheimer's and keep us sharper. That means a couple of daily strolls around your neighborhood could literally turn back your brain's clock. Mary's story illustrates this. At 68, she noticed her memory faltering, misplacing keys and struggling to recall names. After reading about the study, Mary began tracking her steps. She started with 3,000 per day and built up to 6,000. Within 6 months, she not only felt more energetic, she also noticed fewer memory lapses. Mary says walking became her favorite medicine. If you're thinking walking isn't enough, consider this. A Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School study of 90,000 older adults found that even 35 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity per week reduced dementia risk by 41%. Doubling that to 70 minutes reduced risk by 60%, and 140 minutes or more cut risk by nearly 70%. Lead author Dr. Amal Wanagatunga emphasized that even low doses of exercise benefit frail older adults, and that it's never too late to start. So whether you like brisk walking, swimming, or dancing, every minute adds up. Strength training counts too. A July 2025 Harvard Health article reported that adults with mild cognitive impairment who lifted weights twice per week experienced improved memory and less brain shrinkage. Researchers believe weight training produces neuroprotective factors that help delay dementia progression. Imagine doing simple bodyweight exercises or lifting light dumbbells at home and seeing measurable brain benefits. The take-home message: combine regular walking, some form of strength training, and maybe even try gentle balance exercises. Start slowly, set realistic goals, and build up over time. Always consult your doctor if you're new to exercise. 2. Eat the Mediterranean way and its green upgrade. The second habit is eating a brain-friendly diet. You've probably heard of the Mediterranean diet. It's rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fish, beans, nuts, and olive oil. But did you know it's the only dietary pattern scientifically shown to causally reduce dementia risk? A Nature Medicine study led by researchers at Harvard and other institutions found that following a Mediterranean diet significantly slowed cognitive decline, especially for those carrying the APOE4 gene associated with Alzheimer's. Yuxi Liu, the study's first author, noted that this diet can reduce cognitive decline by influencing metabolic pathways and is most protective for high-risk individuals. Even people with 2 copies of the APOE4 gene, the highest genetic risk, saw their dementia risk drop by at least 35%. What does a Mediterranean plate look like? Swap out processed snacks for nuts and seeds. Replace red meat with fish like salmon or sardines twice a week. Drizzle your vegetables with extra virgin olive oil instead of butter. Enjoy lots of leafy greens, tomatoes, beans, and berries. Season meals with herbs instead of salt. And yes, you can still enjoy the occasional glass of red wine if you drink alcohol. Moderation is key. The diet isn't restrictive. It celebrates variety and flavor. There's more. A 2025 study from Harvard's T.H. Chan School showed that a green Mediterranean diet, which adds green tea and nutrient-dense Mankai duckweed to the traditional plan, slows brain aging by reducing proteins linked to inflammation. Participants who drank green tea daily and incorporated Mankai into smoothies saw greater protection against brain aging than those on the standard Mediterranean diet. Green tea's polyphenols and the plant's vitamin-rich profile seem to turbocharge the diet's benefits. So consider sipping green tea at breakfast and throwing Mankai, also called duckweed, into soups or smoothies to give your brain an extra boost. Let's hear from Carlos, a retired teacher. At 65, he loved sugary pastries and red meat. After his wife's dementia diagnosis, he decided to change. Carlos gradually replaced his morning donut with Greek yogurt and berries, added salads and lentil soups to his lunches, and cooked fish twice a week. Within a year, he lost weight, his blood pressure improved, and he felt mentally sharper. "It's like my brain fog lifted," he says. Carlos's experience mirrors what countless studies confirm. Healthy eating can transform brain health. 3. Train your brain. Cognitive workouts that really work. Your third habit is mental exercise. The brain needs stimulation to grow new neural connections and maintain plasticity. While puzzles and crosswords are fun, evidence-based brain training takes it a step further. A groundbreaking clinical trial led by McGill University in 2025 found that older adults who used Brain HQ, a suite of game-like exercises, for 30 minutes a day over 10 weeks actually reversed 10 years of age-related decline. PET scans showed restored cholinergic function, the brain system responsible for learning and memory, to levels typical of someone a decade younger. Senior author Dr. Etienne de Villers-Sidani called this the first non-drug intervention to rejuvenate cholinergic health. The study involved 92 adults aged 65 and older. Participants were randomly assigned to either the Brain HQ program or an active control group playing ordinary computer games. Both groups trained 30 minutes daily for 10 weeks, but only the Brain HQ group experienced significant improvements. Brain HQ exercises were adaptive. They got harder as users improved, which kept participants engaged and challenged. Dr. de Villers-Sidani points out that not all brain games are equal. Activities like crossword puzzles don't necessarily promote neuroplasticity. Evidence-based programs like Brain HQ or similar cognitive training apps, however, have hundreds of studies supporting their effectiveness. The takeaway: deliberate cognitive training can strengthen the very systems that decline with age. Cognitive workouts aren't limited to digital games. Learning a new skill, like a musical instrument, a language, or painting, challenges your brain in multiple domains. The U.S. Pointer Trial, a large randomized clinical study funded by the Alzheimer's Association, underscores this. Researchers compared 2 lifestyle programs for older adults at risk for cognitive decline: a structured program with professional guidance and a self-guided program. Both included physical activity, nutrition, cognitive and social challenge, and regular health monitoring. After 2 years, both groups improved cognition, but the structured group showed greater gains. Participants performed on cognitive tests at a level similar to people 1 to 2 years younger. Dr. Laura Baker, the trial's lead investigator, concluded that healthy behavior has a powerful impact on brain health, and that even modest changes can protect the brain. What does this mean for you? Aim to engage in mentally challenging activities for at least 20 minutes a day. Alternate between digital brain exercises, reading complex material, practicing arithmetic, or learning a new skill. Even simple tasks like memorizing a poem or planning a new route to the grocery store can help. The brain loves novelty and variety. Challenge it regularly, and it will reward you with resilience. 4. Stay connected. The power of social interaction. Fourth on our list is social engagement. Humans are social creatures and our brains thrive on connection. Research from the Rush Memory and Aging Project, a long-term study of older adults in Chicago, revealed striking findings. Those who participated in more social activities developed dementia up to 5 years later than those who were least socially active. A unit increase in social activity score was associated with a 38% reduced risk of dementia and a 21% reduced risk of mild cognitive impairment. Even after adjusting for age, education, marital status, and race, the benefits remained. The least socially active participants had a lower probability of remaining dementia-free and developed dementia, around age 87.7, while the most active developed it around age 92.2. What counts as social activity? In the Rush study, participants were asked how often they engaged in 6 activities: participating in groups, going to events or restaurants, visiting friends or relatives, attending religious services, going on trips, and doing volunteer work. Those who did at least a few of these activities each month enjoyed significantly better cognitive health. Researchers concluded that social activity is a modifiable community-level intervention to reduce dementia risk. Take Joan, age 72. She retired and felt lonely until her daughter encouraged her to join a local book club and a community garden. Joan started meeting friends every week to discuss novels and tend vegetables. She also volunteered at a food pantry once a month. Within a year, she felt happier, more energetic, and noticed she remembered details better. Joan's experience reflects what science shows. Meaningful social connections give the brain a workout. They stimulate our language centers, memory, and emotional processing, all of which decline when we isolate. To build your own social calendar, start small. Call a friend for coffee once a week, join a hobby group, volunteer at a local charity, or take a class at your community center. If mobility is an issue, try virtual meetups or phone conversations. Prioritize relationships. They're more than companionship, and they're brain medicine. 5. Prioritize sleep. The nightly reset your brain needs. Our final habit may surprise you: sleep. Many believe older adults need less sleep, but experts recommend 7 to 9 hours per night for all adults. Unfortunately, sleep patterns often deteriorate with age due to medication, illness, or changes in circadian rhythms. Poor sleep isn't harmless. It accelerates aging and increases dementia risk. Middle-aged adults who sleep fewer than 6 hours per night show brain changes linked to dementia and stroke. A study reported that just one night of bad sleep in adults aged 61 to 86 accelerates the biological aging process. Chronic insomnia, defined as difficulty sleeping at least 3 nights a week for 3 months or more, increases dementia risk by about 40% and speeds memory decline. Another analysis of data from 88,000 adults found that every 1-point improvement in a healthy sleep score reduced dementia risk by 7%, and sleeping 7 to 8 hours lowered risk by 17%. Sleep's benefits go beyond dementia prevention. A study noted that men and women who routinely achieve good quality sleep gain an extra 4.7 and 2.4 years of life expectancy, respectively. However, a third of U.S. adults report not getting enough sleep, and up to 70 million struggle with sleep disorders. If you often wake up groggy, consider this your wake-up call. How do you improve sleep? Start with sleep hygiene. Maintain a consistent bedtime and wake time to reinforce your body's natural rhythms. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Keep it dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. Limit screen time before bed. Blue light disrupts melatonin and can keep you wired. Develop a relaxing bedtime ritual. Take a warm bath, write in a gratitude journal, or listen to soothing music. If you wake up and can't fall back asleep, get up and do a quiet activity until you feel drowsy. Finally, talk to your doctor if insomnia persists. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, is highly effective and may be recommended. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's an investment in your brain. Putting it all together, your blueprint for a sharper mind. You might be thinking, do I really need to do all of this? The answer is that each habit offers its own protection, but together they form a powerful shield. Physical activity increases blood flow and releases growth factors. A Mediterranean diet nourishes your brain with antioxidants and healthy fats. Cognitive training builds new neural pathways and keeps your thinking nimble. Social engagement challenges your language and memory while giving you purpose. Sleep clears toxic proteins and supports memory consolidation. If you're starting from zero, choose one habit this week. Maybe you'll begin with a 15-minute walk each morning. Next week, try adding a Mediterranean meal. Then add a 10-minute brain training session and schedule coffee with a friend. Before long, these habits will become part of your daily routine. Remember Mary, Carlos, Joan, ordinary people who took simple steps and saw profound benefits. The science is clear. We can take control of our brain health. Thank you for watching 60 Plus Secret Hub for Seniors. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more science-backed tips on thriving after 60. In upcoming videos, we'll dive deeper into each habit, explore financial wellness and technology tips, and share inspiring stories from our community. Share in the comments which habit you'll start today. Your experience could motivate someone else.